Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Welcome to a casual commentary about World War II. It has been a little more than a month now, and I want to do a month after the fact. How is this game holding up? When the game first released, I had a huge praise for it. I said it was the best Call of Duty since Ghosts. A couple weeks after that, we've got a patch, and then after that, I released a video saying something is weird, either skill-based matchmaking, which I don't think it is, some sort of weird connections, or maybe I just flat out suck because the player base is different, but some more patches have come out, well, I guess just one for PC. Some things have changed, and it's back to what I believe to be a very fair, consistent, and wonderful game. There are games where I feel completely 100% fair. You know, the gunfights are fair. I feel every bullet that I take. I feel every bullet that I shoot, and I can count my shots, and I know when the enemy is going to die, and I can feel it, and it's really good. There are still some of those times, there's still some of those game sessions where I feel like I'm lagging, where my shots don't connect, where I get shot around corners, all that sort of good stuff. But then again, on the flip side, there are other games where I feel like I'm just dominating, and they don't have a chance against to react to me. I feel like I should die, but I don't, and that sort of stuff. But overall, I feel like my connection problems have been somewhat resolved. I feel like this is as good as it has been, and I am not complaining about it anymore. It could be better, of course. We could always have the Call of Duty Ghost system, but I digress. Let's talk about the maps, because it's been about a month, and we've had the same 10 for me, because I love Carrington. We've had these same 9 maps for a while now, and I have to admit that I've been mostly playing some War, because War is super fun, and it's long, and there's lots of objectives / kill whoring that you can do. All around the Call of Duty experience is in War, so I really like that. You guys just saw how much I love War in that one video that I posted, but moving away from that, I like most of these maps. I know that is just like heresy to say here in the Call of Duty community, because only 9 maps and they're just camp fest and they're head glitches and there's 2 ant farmy, and no, that is not how my opinion is at all. I am going to do a video about hopefully each and every map and some aspect about that map, like I did with Aachen and the USS Texas and Flak Tower, but I want to go more in depth into strategies and how I approach certain maps and what they have to entail. But for the most part, I feel like these maps are generally very fair. When I think about the maps, it's like Flak Tower, that's your typical close range hectic map, so any sort of weird hectic stuff is planned. Ardennes Forest is a really good 3-lane map. It's a little bit simpler for my taste, but hey, it's not bad. Gibraltar plays very well in free-for-all as well as hardpoint. It plays very well, but it is very restrictive in domination and that stuff. Sainte Marie du Mont is hands down an instant classic, and I really appreciate that map every single time I play it, because every single time it's a little bit different and you can play it so many different ways. I really like Sainte Marie du Mont. London Docks is a phenomenal hardpoint and free-for-all map. I love London Docks for that. When you start getting to domination and like more team deathmatch kill confirmed game modes, that's when I start to feel like it's a little bit weak, but for hardpoint and free-for-all, really like London Docks. In fact, out of the entirety of World War II, there are only 2 maps that I hands down refuse to play. The number 2 I'll say is Gustav Cannon, and that's just because I feel like it suffers from Stonehaven syndrome, where everything's just so open that there's not a lot you can do to kind of survive. I'll make a video about it separately, but the next one, the number 1 map that I refuse to play, refuse to give another chance because I've tried so darn hard on it, has to be Aachen. Every time I play Aachen, I am just aching because it is so bad. It's a huge spawn and then weird middle fights, and it's one of those maps where I seem to can't hear footsteps on. Like, I don't know if it's just the bricks that I can't hear footsteps on. I don't know if there's stuff going on around the map that I can't hear it on. It's a very limited map. You know, there's only 3 really small and narrow lanes that you can really snuff out the other players in, and there's not a lot of options for the player to do other than get into random 50-50 gunfights, which I'm not particularly fond of. As far as my player progression, I should be Prestige 4 here in the coming days. By the time this video is released, I should already be Prestige 4. But more importantly, I have gotten several gold guns and even an entire category of guns gold, which means I have diamonds. And I will admit to you, I have diamond sniper rifles. Yes, you're right, diamond sniper rifles. I've been playing lots of war. In war, you have a lot of opportunities to snipe, to head back to defend, do all that sort of good stuff. Absolutely love it. I will do, hopefully, if this game holds up, I will do some gold gun guides, because I've always wanted to do those, and I've tried my best with the previous Call of Duty titles, but just didn't get there. And I'm also one shotgun away from getting diamond shotguns. I just have the sawed-off shotgun. I've got the combat shotgun, I've got the Brecci shotgun, the toggle action shotgun, as well as the first standard double barrel shotgun. Hardcore is a fantastic game mode. I'll just leave it there. And I will say this, also, all of those guns are Prestige 2 max rank, so all of the shotguns and snipers, Prestige 2 max rank, they're all done and dusted with, all that sort of good stuff, as well as my submachine guns. My submachine guns are all max rank Prestige 2, so I've used the SMGs quite a bit, and that leads me into the discussion of SMGs, LMGs, and assault rifles, and their sort of weapon balance. Ever since that update happened a couple weeks ago, something changed. I do feel like the SMGs are a little bit better. I do feel that when I was using SMGs, when I was trying to do well with them, that was the time where I feel like maybe my connection was bad, or maybe I was just being outplayed, but that is, it's so difficult to say. I feel like they're just barely competitive, and I don't know if I want my SMGs to be competitive with assault rifles or if I want them to be dominant with assault rifles. In practice, I don't know. In theory, I want SMGs to be dominant over assault rifles, but in practice, I don't know. Because the thing is, everybody's given Condry crap about the BAR and how overpowered it is, but in all honesty, I don't feel like the bar is overpowered. I feel like I can beat a bar with an FG42. I feel like I can beat a bar with the M1 Garand if I'm accurate enough. I feel like I can beat a bar with the STG. I don't feel like the ARs or the bar, at that matter, is overpowered. I feel like they're right where Call of Duty guns should be. But I do feel like the SMGs are rather weak. I feel like their damage/range is rather weak, and I really feel that if anything needs to be done with that sort of balance, I feel like the SMGs need to be buffed. Because in all actuality, they should dominate at that close range, rather, because as it is right now, they are slightly competitive with the bar and the assault rifles, where they should be dominant against those ones with their super rate of fire and their damage range. And I have been delving into the LMGs a little bit, and they're honestly not all that bad. I think, did they change them from the beta? I'm not sure if they did, but they're a little bit. The MG15, I've gotten some good war games with the MG15. That's the higher rate of fire, lower damage. I think it's like the second LMG, really decent LMG, and I've been having good luck with the Bren and the other LMG. I'm not sure what it is. But I've been having decent luck with those. They're not too bad. But overall, I am having a really good time. You know, I'm saving up my supply drops for the end of my prestige. I'm going to open it all and get some more credits and more different, hopefully, weapon variants and that stuff. I've been playing lots of different game modes, which I feel like has definitely helped my experience, because I feel like if I stuck to domination, then it would be the simplistic 3-lane map design that really hinders me and makes that the maps play a little bit differently than how I like. If you're struggling playing domination and you don't like the map design, go to Hardpoint, go to Kill Confirmed, go to Free For All, go to something different. Make these maps play differently. That's what these game modes do. These game modes make the maps play differently. I am going to do a video about the PC version and about my experience with that specifically. I bring that up because we don't have ranked play yet, but I've seen other people play ranked, and it looks really cool. I really hope they fix the bug where it affects your public match KD, because that is utterly ridiculous and it shouldn't happen like that. But I'm excited for ranked play. I'm excited for the flinch reduction because I've heard good things about that. Again, PC hasn't got that yet. Hopefully they get some anti-cheat in here. I'm loving the contracts, I'm loving the supply drops, I love the headquarters in general, I love the target practice, I've got videos and ideas for that stuff. I'm excited for what this year's Call of Duty has to offer us, and unless they radically change the netcode, hit detection, that sort of thing, I don't see me putting down this Call of Duty for the near future, and that's really exciting. So that is my thoughts of this Call of Duty a month after. For a month, I've been playing it for a month. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this Call of Duty. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Can you see yourself playing it? Can you not? Let me know in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.